Good morning, my friends. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through a morning stretching routine for filling yourself up with energy. This is something I learned from the YouTube channel Strength Side, and I've been practicing it for a few days, and I really think that it's one that could be really beneficial for you guys that are looking for a way to just get your day started on the right foot with some positive energy. So first things first, we're going to put our feet just shoulder width apart, really feeling into the ground and really finding your center. You can do the hands together breathing that I'm doing here, but that's just a way that I'm doing to, get myself centered and get myself calm. First things first, we're going to be doing neck circles. And so what you'll notice is this is not the average neck circle where it's just the isolation of the neck. I'm really trying to feel into my entire body, really accentuating the stretch throughout my entire body, throughout my spine, and making sure that I'm getting a full range of motion. I'm trying to look as far in every direction as I can and really feel that stretch throughout my spine, really feel it throughout my legs, and make sure that I'm getting the best possible accentuation of range of motion that I can. Now I'm going to try to go in the opposite direction. You don't have to do a certain number of reps. I'm going to do somewhere between 3 and 5 reps for every exercise, but really I'm just trying to feel into it. I'm just trying to get that mobility, just trying to release any tension that I can find. Just feel nice and calm, feel nice and connected to my body. Really make the stretch, get those kinks out, get me feeling nice and limber. So now what I'm going to be doing is shoulder rotations. So I'm rolling my shoulders back. And again, you're going to notice that I'm accentuating this a lot more than the average shoulder roll, right? I'm really feeling into my entire body. Any kinks that I can find, I'm letting them go. Feeling into these movements, just releasing everything that I can find. If I can find any kinks, if I can find any tension, releasing it. I'm engaging a lot more than just my shoulders. This is something to think about. This is a factor that Strength Side asked us to think about, is feeling into more than just the one movement. So now I'm doing a hip rotation. Again, really feeling into it. It's like I'm almost dancing, it's like I'm almost doing a dance. And ask yourself, is it just your hips that are moving, or are there a lot of different muscle groups, a lot of different areas of your body that are contributing to this stretch, to this movement? So go ahead and do as many as you feel like you need to, really feel into that. And then when you're ready, go the opposite direction. Feel into those hip rolls, right? Really push your hips in each direction, trying to keep your feet flat on the ground. Really allow your hips to roll through. Roll through. And so now what we're going to do is put our feet together and do the same thing with our knees. You'll notice that when I'm doing this, I'm kind of struggling to keep my feet flat on the ground, but you want to do your best to keep your feet flat on the ground. That just helps to really make sure that the stretch stays in your ankles, it stays in your knees. And again, I'm trying to leverage my whole body to really feel into what I need to feel into. And so whenever you're ready, go in the opposite direction. And just notice my feet, they keep coming up, but I'm really trying to keep them flat on the ground. And so now what we're going to be doing is some arm movement. What we're going to do is push our arms out to the side and then push them up towards the sky. pushing my arms up, and then I'm pushing them out. And I'm going to be using different hand positions as I do this. And the purpose really is just to, again, feel into these stretches, really make sure that what we're doing here is something that feels very engaging, limbering ourselves up as much as possible, and getting the best possible stretch that we can. So all these different hand movements that I'm doing, totally up to you. They're just different positions to engage different parts of my arms, different parts of my back, different parts of my shoulders. No, just remember, it's out to the side, back to the center, up, back to the center, to the side. Really feel into these stretches. And so now what we're going to do is put our feet into kind of a horse stance and come down into this stance and just sit here and try to hold this for about 10 seconds. And this should be a good, strong stance. Now come up. We're just going to bend forward and put our arms out straight. Your back should be straight. I am quite inflexible in my lower back, and so when I do this, my back is a little bit tense and not quite parallel with the ground, but I'm doing my best here, and you should too. And so after a couple seconds of keeping your arms straight, you're just going to let them drop. Let yourself kind of fold towards the ground as best you can. After a couple seconds, we're going to come back up to center, find that good strong horse stance again. In Korean martial arts, they call this kima stance. And if someone were to push you from either side, you would not fall over. So it's a good, strong, defensive stance. So after about 10 seconds, you're going to come up to the center again, put your arms out straight, trying to keep your torso parallel to the ground, and hold this for a few seconds. Then when you're ready, bend down towards your feet. Let those hands collapse down, and fold as best you can down towards the ground. Just about fell over there. And I think this is the last rep. So we're just going to get down into that strong stance. Straighten those legs out, loosen up your hips, and fall forward with your arms out straight, torso as parallel as you can to the ground. When you're ready, just let yourself bend forward as best you can. Let those arms drop. So now what we're going to do is just allow energy to flow up and then down. So we're going to reach up to the sky, feel that energy into our body, and then exhale as we come down towards the ground, touching the ground, and then coming down into this prayer position with your feet folded underneath of you, leaning back, breathing through all of these movements. Exhale. Breathe forward. Slowly come up. Let your knees bend. Let the energy flow up through your feet, all the way up as we reach towards the sky. Bring the energy in. back down, flowing out. Leaning back, feeling that energy flowing through our body. Push through. Coming back up. Inhale. Bring the energy in. And then down. I'm just doing some more energy, breathing in, bringing the arms up. And then exhaling, pushing the energy back down. Coming back down into my prayer stance. Now I'm just falling into a very basic lotus position, not real lotus, but all I'm doing now is just breathing, focusing on feeling into my energy. I'm going to do this for a few more minutes. I encourage you to sit here and breathe consciously as long as you're interested in doing so. Without further ado, I hope you leverage this morning stretch routine and use it to fill yourself up with positive energy as many mornings as you need to. I do it every morning. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Until next time, subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell so you know when videos come out. And I will see you all soon. Namaste.